and welcome to Story Time with Courtney
and Jasmine.
Alright, so as you guys know, we went to KCon a few weeks ago. It was an amazing experience.
Awesome.
We met so many of you guys. The vlog is either up right now or will be up soon. And it was just honestly one of the most amazing experiences of our life. But we got into a little altercation at the concert.
Disagreement of lifestyle.
Yeah, a little back and forth at the concert on day one. So, and we just thought we wanted to share this because sometimes concert etiquette just, it either differs and people just are or they aren't about that life.
Yeah.
So, we are first row in P3, literally the first seated row. Like at one point I thought that when Teen Top came on, I was gonna like fling over the balcony because we were literally right there. We're just sitting down, you know, we're having a good time. And then the concert starts and woo! Vic starts the concert. So we stand up and we're getting our lives.
Losing it.
We literally losing our minds. They're like, we're standing up. The girls next to us are standing up. The people next to us on this side weren't standing up, but they were still getting their lives anyways. So we're having a good time. We are jamming out, getting our lives, and then I feel this tap. I just feel this little tap, and I turn around. And this guy's like, "We can't see," and I said, "Okay," and then he just kind of looked at me and was like, "Never mind," and I was like, okay.
All right.
And then kept getting my life to Vix. And after Vix, out came IU and B1A4. And not that we dislike them, but they're just not like one of the people that we were like so excited to see. So we just sat down casually and mind our own business.
So at this point, obviously this man thinks he's won. Like he thinks we're just sitting down because he said he couldn't see. Because towards the end of Vix, he also kind of like tapped me and was like, "My friend and I can't see." And I said, "Okay." And I turned back around. And then we were about to sit down because Vix was literally like done at that point. So we sit down.
So we sat down all of IU and we sat down all of B1A4. And then Teen Top comes. Mind you, before we even get to the rest of the story, there are 2 free empty seats on the other side of us, so he could have easily just moved over 2 seats and had the best view of his whole entire life. So Teen Top comes. Obviously, we stand up.
We are jumping, screaming, hooting, hollering, woo, woo, woo.
Doing all the dance moves, acting a damn fool, getting our lives, like screaming our head off. Teen Top is literally right in front of us, and they're doing rocking.
Exactly.
Like, woo! So he proceeds to tap me on my shoulder again. Mind you, this is in the middle. Come a little closer.
The middle.
This is in the middle of Teen Top. I turn around, and the first thing I notice is his friend, the girl next to him, who said we can't see, she already done booked it, and she moved over to the seat that was empty. So he goes, "Me and my friend can't see."
Your friend is gone, sir.
I was like, in my head, I was like, your friend is gone. She can see perfectly fine. She was like, "If you wanted to stand the whole time, you should have gotten better seats." And he like pointed down to the pit. First of all, sir, you do not know my life. Second of all, what if I couldn't afford pit seats? Third of all, what if all the pit seats were sold out and I couldn't get one and this was the best choice that I had? Sir, what if? You don't know my life. So that's where you messed up.
Like, well, why didn't you get a seat a little higher up against the wall if you want to sit down the whole time?
Then I was just like, well, these are the seats I got. And he was like, how would you feel if you went to a concert and the people in front of you were standing up the whole time? Mind you, that's already lie number 1 because we were only standing up for Vix, which was the first act. Like we said, we sat the whole time during IU and during B1A4. They did like 3 or 4 songs each. We were sitting down the whole entire time. So that was already a lie on his part. So anyways, yeah, he was like, how would you feel if you came to the concert and the people in front of you were standing up? I was like, I would stand up too. And he was like, but you know, this is KCon. We've been out in the sun all day. I'm tired. Me and my friend are tired. Aren't you tired? We want to sit down. I said, sir, I don't know like what you think this is. I was like, I was at KCon all day too in the hot sun. I've been up since 7 a.m. I was like, me and my friend are tired too. But guess what? This is a once in a lifetime experience. So yes, I am tired and my feet hurt. But the second I see Vix and or Teen Top come up and or GD, I am standing up and I'm getting my life. And then at that point he was like, oh, never mind. Because I guess he realized that like you weren't gonna win this battle. Like I'm gonna stand up and cheer when my favorite group comes out. So then he was just like, yeah, whatever, never mind. And he did not tap us again. And then eventually when GD came out, Then he finally stood up.
Obviously, I mean, you like K-pop enough to be at KCon, but obviously not enough to be at a concert because you ain't standing up, you ain't excited, you're not cheering. Like, I don't understand how someone could go to a concert and literally sit there. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't get it. I just don't understand.
KCon as a whole, I mean, looking around, a lot of people were sitting down. I don't know if it's because everyone really was, like, genuinely tired or something, but...
Or maybe
like,
they were there for certain people, or they felt like, oh, I'm only here to see GD, so the rest of the time I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah. And, I mean, but even when we were sitting down, like, I was still jamming with my light stick. Like, I never turned it off. Like, I was still interacting. Like, even the second day I was sitting, and then Spica was so good. Yeah. I had to get about my seat. I was like, yes, Spica, yes! I literally, like, shot up out my seat in the middle of Spica because they were just so good. I couldn't take it. Like, I had to stand up. Going to a concert, I would never, ever in a million years tell someone what to do with their seat at a concert, because guess what? They paid for it, you didn't. And at the end of the day, when all this was said and done, the whole time there were 2 extra seats, and not like one kind of only behind one of us and then the other one was free. No, there were literally 2 empty seats, and his friend had already moved.
Yeah.
She already moved those 2 seats down. She was getting her life, and he was just still sitting there bitter and mad. And then it wasn't just us, like the girls next to us were standing up, and they were standing in front of Dre, and Dre was still having a good time and getting his life. I didn't see Dre tap them and ask them to sit down because we're at a concert. Don't ever try to tap me and tell me what to do with my money that I paid for. Like, and I just feel like he lucked out, because if this was a SM town,
if this was a straight up like single artist, like one thing, all SM, all shiny, all something like that, and you trying to tell me to sit down? Not gonna happen. Is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, we said the same scenario if it would have happened like at the Justin Timberlake concert, because then people, I'm disgusted with the activity that I saw at that concert.
At the Justin Timberlake concert, it was so bad. So many people at the Justin Timberlake concert were sitting down. Justin stopped the concert and said, put the lights on this section. He said, I know you guys sit at a cubicle all day, but you know what? At my concert, you gotta get the fuck up, because I did not come my time for people to sit down at my concert.
That's another thing. These artists, they ain't doing this for free either. I mean, yes, they're getting paid, but like, this is their livelihood. And to look out on a group of people, like when Spica was performing, if you look out a group of people and it's a standing section only and there's people in the back sitting down, I think I'd feel really shitty. Yeah. Like, as an artist, like, I'd feel some type of way.
And you could tell at one point when Spica went over to that area in the pit that was like, people were like literally camping out in the back sitting down, you could tell Spica wanted to turn it around and go back to the other side of the stage because it was so awkward.
It's so awkward, and it's disrespectful, really. Like, I know you may not be here for them, maybe you don't like them, and yes, you're tired, but you chose to get a standing only seat. Yeah. Like, if you have a seated section, obviously you have the option to sit or stand, but come on now.
At KCon, there are so many different kinds of artists. Obviously, not everyone's going to be standing up the whole time. It's not going to be like a Girls' Generation concert where it's like, we are here for Girls' Generation. Like, people are there for so many different things. So when my artist comes out, I'm going to stand up and get my life. And then when an artist that I'm not exactly the most excited about is not my favorite, I'm going to sit down, but I'm not going to be on my phone. I'm not going to be texting. I'm not going to, like, start painting a portrait. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be still engaged in the concert, because when B1A4 was going, I was like, and midway through B1A4, I was like, yes. I was like, this is the life. Like, and I just feel like, you know, if you are sitting down and I guess you're a little more shy, you're a little more reserved, and that's the way you get your life, then fine. But if you're at a concert, like, my thing is, what if our whole entire row would have been standing up?
What would you have done? You gonna go down the row and tap everyone? Excuse me. What? No, you would have been standing up, because you're not gonna come at 5 people and 10 people and ask them the same thing. Because I even noticed on the second day when BTS came out, as soon as that started, we all like shot up. And I heard the girl behind us. There was a blank row and then those girls, and I heard one of them say, "I can't see." Like, I literally heard her. She was like, "I can't see," and I'm thinking in my head, "Oh, hell no, not again."
I'm really glad no one, because
I was like, oh my God, let's not do this again, because I will shut you down so hard. I'm trying to see BTS, and we were up at the top too. I didn't even care. I'm standing up, and they stood up. They couldn't see. They were behind us. They stood up. Like, that simple. Yeah. Problem solved.
If we're at a concert and you're sitting and I'm standing, and you really want to see, well, guess I'm sorry, but I guess you're gonna have to stand up too. Because if someone was in front of me, it would never even almost cross my mind to tell them, to tap them and tell them to sit down. What? So, I'm glad he didn't test his luck and tap me again, because that's when I probably would have...
his life.
He was literally having a conversation with me in the middle of Teen Top set.
I'd be like, hold on, sir, because things are going on over here.
Anyways, other than that, KCon was literally amazing. We met so many of you guys. It was crazy. I know the vlog is kind of bad because honestly, like, we were doing so much, there was like no time for anything, not even to eat, because I didn't even eat the first day at all, not one drop. So we just wanted to share that with you. Let us know any good and or bad concert experiences you've ever had. If you're short and someone helped you out, if you were short in pit and someone didn't, if you went to KCon, let us know if anyone told you to sit down. Let us know if you told someone to sit down. Just let us know. Let's just talk about all our concert experiences in the comment section. So that's it for this story time.
Close your books. We're done.
This chapter is done, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Bye.